This story comes to us from CNN.com. It's a New Year's Eve story. It's coming a little late, but that's fine. Out of New York. And I've seen a couple of these stories across the country. It seems the weapon of choice now is the machete. Danny Trejo would be proud. Machete, machete. Some of you may get that. Some of you may go, what? Google it. The 19-year-old being held by New York City police as the suspect in a New Year's Eve machete attack against 3 police officers just outside a Times Square security screening zone, carried a handwritten diary that expressed his desire to join the Taliban in Afghanistan and to go down as a martyr. That's according to law enforcement sources. Now, Trevor Bickford remains in custody and under police guard at Bellevue Hospital, where he is being treated for a gunshot wound to the shoulder sustained during the attack. Wow, you mean the NYPD shot a guy with a machete in the shoulder? Whoa! They must have been feeling good that night. Well, it was New Year's Eve. Pat Lynch would be disappointed. The 3 officers injured at one of the New York's most high-profile events, just a day after the department had warned of an ISIS-aligned video calling for lone offender attacks, have all been treated and released, according to the NYPD. Now, on Sunday, that's New Year's Day, federal authorities from the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York and the Manhattan District Attorney's Office were discussing whether to charge Bickford federally or under state law, or both, in relation to the attack. If it was in New York, I can see him versus the state of New York, but why federally? Unless they're calling it a hate crime because he wanted to join the Taliban. What a traitor. Send him over there. Send him to Afghanistan with a big American flag on his chest. See how long he lasts. The suspect has not been charged, and it is unclear whether he has an attorney. The U.S. Attorney's Office declined to comment. CNN has reached out to the Manhattan DA's office for comment. Good luck. Now, investigators believe that Bickford arrived Thursday in New York and checked into a hotel on Manhattan's Lower East Side. Then Saturday, they're thinking he went just after 10 p.m. to the Times Square checkpoint at West 52nd Street and 8th Avenue, where officers would check bags for weapons or suspicious items. NYPD Police Commissioner Keeshant Sewell has given that statement. But Bickford pulled out a machete, striking one officer with the blade and another officer in the head with the handle before swinging the blade at a third officer, who then shot him in the shoulder. Let me guess, he was ducking and he just caught him in the shoulder. I don't know. You know how cops are, man. When they shoot, you know what? Investigators on Sunday were seeking search warrants for the suspect's phone and online activities to determine if he had been viewing violent extremist propaganda. They're looking for a hate crime. The NYPD had sent a bulletin Friday to law enforcement partners across the country titled ISIS-Aligned Media Unit Releases Video Ahead of New Year's Eve Demanding Lone Offender Attacks. That's a scare tactic. You see how they're creating fear in America? They're creating fear. Because you really think ISIS was going to attack the U.S. on New Year's Eve? They got bigger fish to fry right now. The video being circulated in online chat rooms shows selected video clips suggesting various means of attack, including explosives, handguns, knives, and toxins, according to the bulletin. See, there's this fear now in America where big holidays like New Year's Eve or 4th of July, Memorial Day, now we're like, are the police going to protect us this weekend? And I mean, maybe it's justified. Maybe it's valid fear. But I refuse to live in fear. I served in the United States Army for 15 years so I could live as a free American. That's why sometimes when I'm not doing anything wrong and I'm just filming the police and I'm far enough away and they go, just stand over there, I'll say, no, you just stand over on the toilet, okay, and kiss my butt. Because I'm a free American. You're not going to tell me where I have to stand or what I have to do. Now, I can see if it's a crime scene and you're taping it off. Okay, yeah, where are you? Over here? Okay, tape it off. Whatever. or if there's evidence around the area I'm standing. But just because you don't want me recording you searching, just because you got to let me know. I'm a cop and I'm going to give you a directive. And to tie these in, what I'm really getting at is they're trying to take away our freedoms piece by piece by piece. And this is part of it, creating these fears around the holidays. I think I got off track. I digress. Talking about the Machete offender. I just got on a soapbox, didn't I? But it kind of goes with what we're talking about here, is how they issued this ICES related thing, and who knows, the Machete guy, Bickford may have reacted because of their notice, for all we know. Anyway, if deemed a terrorist attack, it would be the first by a suspected terrorist on the event in Times Square on one of the world's most watched New Year's Eve celebrations. Bickford is from Wells, Maine, according to sources. He didn't have to drive very far. And that's a beach town with a population of just over 11,000 people. So, but they're trying to deem it a terrorist attack so that they can charge him federally, and a hate crime, pretty much.